Hello everybody, welcome back to Read-Alouds with Empowered Tutoring. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the stories that we post. Today we are reading Albert's Halloween, The Case of the Stolen Pumpkins. October 31st, 5 o'clock p.m. Miss Maple, Shamrock Holmes, and Sam Slade, please come quickly. Meet me in Patsy Pig's Pleasant Valley Pumpkin Patch. I've learned from an unidentified source that all the pumpkins shown in Exhibit A have been stolen. It could be a trick. Our job? Elementary. We must find the pumpkins, return them to the pumpkin patch, and catch the thief before any jack-o'-lanterns can be carved or trick-or-treating can begin. Chief Inspector Albert. Chief Inspector Albert and the three detectives spread out around the pumpkin patch and get right to work. They leave no pumpkin leaf unturned in their search for clues. Sam is the first to find something. Over here, I found a note. Sam's light flashes on a mysterious message written on a paper bag. They read every word very carefully. Extraordinary, Miss Maple remarks. The scarecrows will appear to be scary and somewhat crooked. Wherever shall we begin? Your pumpkins can't just disappear, but where are they? They are not here. 18 pumpkins were bagged by me, all but one, as you now will see. I hid it near the scariest crow, the crooked one with the pipe elbow. They search every scarecrow looking for the pumpkin mentioned in the note. Finally, Miss Maple calls out, I found the pipe elbow. At that very same moment, Albert discovers a piece of pink paper tucked into the scarecrow's right shoe and a pumpkin next to it. Elementary, Albert remarks. The thief hopes to throw us off the trail by teasing us with one of the pumpkins as well as another clue. What does it say? Asks Miss Maple. Where books are standing, row on row, between the stone heads you must go. I think I've heard the lions roar, but the raven still squawks, nevermore. If you hurry, you might just catch me and the missing pumpkin patch. They know that the place where books are standing row on row must be the library, but when they arrive there, they see neither a thief nor the missing pumpkins. I sense a pattern developing, says Miss Maple. Yes, Sam says, 2 notes and 1 pumpkin so far. I'll bet we find another pumpkin. Miss Maple picks up a strand of pumpkin vine at the top of the steps. A moment later, Albert and Sam discover another pumpkin lying in plain sight. One thing is obvious. The pumpkin thief has been here and gone. Now there are 16 left to find. But why has the pumpkin thief left 2 pumpkins for them to find so easily? Meanwhile, Shamrock is onto something. He remembers the clue about the lion's roar. There is a tree that's standing still. Though it is dead, it has its fill of things that hoot and crawl and creep at night while you are fast asleep. Inside the burned out hole is where you'll find surprises, if you dare. Flashback. Long ago, it was a beautiful tree, but during the worst storm in Pleasant Valley history, a bolt of lightning sliced a huge hole in the trunk. A smoldering red glow from that hole could be seen long afterward. Now this dead tree is home to the creatures of the night. Chief Inspector Albert and the detectives race along the dark country road, past the witchcap trees, around the haunted meadow, and up the knoll to the old dead tree. But who will actually reach into the spooky dark hole to see what's there? Only Albert can reach up that high. Sam, Shamrock, and especially Miss Maple are all very grateful that they cannot. Inside the hole, Albert finds an odd, twisted piece of green paper with writing on it, hanging at the very top. Next to the twisted piece of paper, resting against the tree trunk, is another pumpkin and a small black velvet bag tied with an orange ribbon. Curious, says Miss Maple. They find a spot away from the tree and gather in a tight circle around the note. First, place words that spiral round between the black bag and the ground. Now sit around the bag so tight that you can't move left or right. Chant "Ni Walla" 3 times, then open up the bag at last. Inside the black velvet bag, they find no clue, just one ordinary brass key. It's time to look carefully at these clues again, insists Miss Maple. There must be a key to the key. We seem to be very good at finding notes, but what about the other 15 pumpkins? Asks Sam. Elementary, Chief Inspector Albert says. Somewhere there is a lock that this key fits. But where? Asks Shamrock. Finally, a door opens. Playground letters 6 plus 20. Math will get you pumpkins plenty. If you can count from A to Z and say your letters 1, 2, 3. Find letter 5, then back up 2 and see what's there in front of you. Count from A to Z. Say your letters 1, 2, 3. Shamrock says, what kind of gibberish is that anyway? Chief Inspector Albert suggests that it might be a code. Back up probably means minus. If E is the 5th letter of the alphabet, then that would mean A, B, C equals 1, 2, 3. That's right, says Sam, who's very good at math. E minus 2 is C. We must go to the letter C. At the letter C, they may find another clue and another pumpkin. This is the spot where my game ends and the real pumpkin hunt begins. Now you must retrace your path. Work the puzzle, do the math. 4 little pumpkins you got for free. The other 14 you just didn't see. Every word I wrote you read. Now red words should be read instead. Miss Maple takes all the clue notes from her purse and spreads them out on the grass. Carefully they remove each of the red words from the notes. Finally, they put the last puzzle piece in place and then read the message. So, Sam says, the pumpkins weren't really stolen after all. That's right, it's a game, says Miss Maple. Very clever indeed. But who would make up a game like this? Shamrock asks. I know who, Albert says. It's really quite elementary. And so, with the puzzle assembled, Chief Inspector Albert, Miss Maple, Sam Slade, and Shamrock Holmes retraced their route to find the rest of the pumpkins and return them to Patsy's pumpkin patch. Where are they? 4 you got for free, 4 in the pumpkin patch. 6 are at the dead tree, 1 is near the lions, 2 on the playground, and 1 with me. 18 pumpkins. They found the pumpkins. Can you? October 31st, 7 p.m. Just as I surmised, the one who tricked us was none other than Patsy Pig herself, the proprietor of the pumpkin patch. It was Patsy who wrote the notes, and it was she who hid the pumpkins. It was Patsy's game all along. Disguised in a shrub costume she made herself, Patsy was apprehended at 6:58 p.m. She had in her possession the last of the missing pumpkins. Chief Inspector Albert. Case closed.